You ever notice how every time there's another mass shooting, people react for a moment and then it just fades away? The headlines disappear, the outrage dies down, and life goes back to normal until the next one. Hey everyone, welcome back to Real Independent Talk. If you're new here, we talk about real issues that shape our lives, from society and culture to current events that impact every one of us. Today, we're talking about something that feels impossible to ignore, yet somehow we do. Gun violence in America. Just recently, three separate mass shootings happened in a single day. And it makes you wonder, have we gotten so used to tragedy that we've stopped feeling it? In this video, we're breaking down what's really going on, why gun violence keeps happening, whether we've become desensitized, and what solutions could actually bring both sides together. Let's get into it. Three mass shootings in just one day. That's not a headline from a war zone. That's America right here at home. And when events like this happen over and over, it forces us to ask, are we dealing with a gun problem? Or something even deeper? Have we become so used to this violence that it no longer shocks us? In one 24-hour period, three different communities, families, schools, neighborhoods, were torn apart by gunfire. For those directly involved, it's devastating. But for the rest of the country, it's another notification, another headline, another moment of silence, and then life goes on. That cycle repeats so often that we barely stop to process it anymore. Let's look at the numbers. The U.S. has more civilian-owned guns than people, over 400 million firearms in circulation. Compare that to other developed countries, and the difference is staggering. Not only do we lead in gun ownership, but also in gun-related deaths and mass shootings. And while other countries have experienced mass shootings and responded with sweeping reforms, America continues to struggle with deep division over what to do. Here's where things get even more concerning. Psychologists talk about something called desensitization. At first, hearing about a tragedy triggers outrage, grief, or shock. But when tragedies keep piling up, our brains start to dull the response. It's a defense mechanism, and the more we see, the less we feel. This is sometimes called compassion fatigue. The danger is when we stop feeling, we also stop demanding change. Gun violence becomes something we accept instead of something we fight to prevent. Of course, the conversation around guns is complicated. Gun rights advocates believe strongly in the Second Amendment. For them, guns represent freedom, security, and personal responsibility. They argue the root problem isn't guns themselves, but issues like untreated mental illness, cultural decline, or failure to enforce the laws we already have. Gun control advocates see the issue differently. They point to overwhelming data showing that more guns usually equals more gun deaths. They argue that common sense regulations like background checks, waiting periods, and restricting military-style weapons could save thousands of lives. Both perspectives have deep cultural and emotional roots, and that's why America stays stuck in this endless loop. But here's what's often overlooked. Despite the polarization, there is middle ground. Polls show that the majority of Americans, Republicans, Democrats, and independents, agree on certain solutions. Universal background checks. Right now, loopholes still allow some people to buy guns without thorough screening. Closing that gap could prevent dangerous individuals from slipping through the cracks. Red flag laws. These allow law enforcement to temporarily take weapons from individuals showing signs of being a danger to themselves or others. Even many gun owners support this. Mental health support. Gun violence isn't just a legal issue, it's also a social one. Expanding access to mental health care could help prevent tragedies before they happen. Gun safety training. Promoting responsible ownership benefits everyone. Some states already require it, and expanding that idea could reduce accidental shootings and encourage safer storage. None of these solutions require taking guns away from responsible owners. They're about making sure fewer tragedies happen in the first place. So, does America have a gun problem? The statistics say yes, but maybe an even bigger issue is that we've grown numb to it. The moment gun violence stops shocking us is the moment we stop fighting to solve it. The real challenge is cutting through that numbness and finding solutions that protect both lives and rights. Because if we don't, the cycle continues. Headline after headline, tragedy after tragedy, until the unthinkable simply becomes normal. What do you think? Has America become desensitized to gun violence? And what solutions do you think could actually work without dividing the country even more? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's have a real conversation about it. And if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who should hear this.